President Bola Tinubu has just declared a state of emergency in Rivers State according to Section 305 of the Nigerian Constitution as amended in 1999. He is now declared Vice Admiral Ibok Ete Ekwe Ibas as military administrator of the state. According to him, no new laws will be made in the next 6 months. It means, therefore, that Governor Fubara and his deputy are now to stand down. This is following developments in Rivers State. According to him, he's made several attempts to intervene and ensure that every stakeholder come to terms with developments in that part of the country. He did say that the rulings of the Supreme Court following a long display of fracas in that part of the country has not been fulfilled. We're following that development very closely. Joining me now is our State House correspondent Femi Akonde, who joins me live from Abuja. Femi, talk to us about what more is happening here. Big news, big story. We saw that Mr. President met with security chiefs earlier today. We weren't quite sure what happened during that meeting, but now we know that 2 pipelines have been disrupted in Rivers State. What more do you know about this?
It's very difficult to know what was the reason for that meeting. We all thought that meetings of this nature was not unusual, you know. From time to time, the president meets with his security chiefs. But we became more curious when we saw the president of the Senate, the Speaker of the House of Representatives, and the Deputy Speaker of the House of Representatives, alongside the Leader of the Senate and the Leader of the House of Representatives, that's the Majority Leader, you know, come in or arrive at the villa and went in to attend that meeting. That's when we started putting different pieces of the jigsaw together to see that, you know, before a state of emergency is declared, the president would need the approval of the National Assembly. According to Section 305 of the 1999 Constitution as amended, he would have to transmit or inform the Senate President and the Speaker, and they will have to give approval before a state of emergency is declared. That's when we started to suspect that it could be about the situation in Rivers State. I know the security chiefs coming to see the president or having that meeting is also understandable because of the volatile nature of that region. And we saw in the president's broadcast, you know, he said that just between last night and this morning, there have been reports of pipeline vandalism and, you know, also threats to the peace and safety of the people in Rivers State. And as Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces, he cannot fold his hands and watch all of that. He's expected to take action because the primary responsibility of government is the safety of lives and property. So, you know, all of this coming or culminating in this broadcast just shows that indeed that was what was discussed at that meeting. That was what was being deliberated upon. The Attorney General of the Federation was also in that meeting, the DGDSS, the DG of the Nigerian Intelligence Agency, the National Security Advisor, all service chiefs, including the Inspector General of Police, the Chief of Staff to President Bola Tinubu. They were all in that meeting. It was about a 4-hour-long meeting in the presidential villa. Nifemi.
Absolutely, Femi. I'm looking at the picture of the Vice Admiral Ibok Ete Ekwe Ibas right now behind me, who is now the military administrator for Rivers State. Interesting development, Femi. The Vice Admiral is a retired Nigerian Navy Vice Admiral who was the 22nd Chief of the Naval Staff of the Nigerian Army, the Nigerian Navy between 2015 and 2021. And according to Mr. President, no new laws will be passed in Rivers State for the next 6 months. But what intel are you getting, Femi? Because we saw the service chiefs earlier today at the presidential villa. We're hearing that a second pipeline has exploded following the initial report of an explosion last night. What more do you know about this development?